welcome to the third and final hour of Rise and Shine. And we are honored because today we have a special guest with us. We're spotlighting a Jordanian success story that is gaining international recognition. Generations for Peace, founded by His Royal Highness Prince Feisal Hussein, has been ranked 24th globally among the top 200 social good organizations, number 1 in Jordan and the Arab world, and number 3 in the world among peace-building organizations. Joining us today to talk about this incredible achievement and the impact that it has on the world, Miss Lama Hattab from Generations of Peace. Good morning.
Good morning, Dana.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great
How you
to
doing?
have you here.
I'm doing amazing. It's really great to be here with you all, and at the same time, it's great just to celebrate this great achievement and all the great numbers that you just mentioned.
Yeah, for sure.
Very impressive.
Definitely worth celebrating, and we'll get to that momentarily. But on the off chance that some of our listeners have not heard of your amazing organization, can you give us a little brief about Generations for Peace and tell us a bit about the organization, its mission, and how it got started?
Absolutely, definitely would love to do that. So Generations for Peace is a Jordanian-based global organization. So what do we mean by global? Because we do have global experience across 52 countries. It was established here in Jordan and founded here in Jordan by His Royal Highness Prince Feisal in 2007. And since 2007 till now, we've been growing actually a lot. So reaching 52 countries around Asia, Africa, Europe, and the Middle East was a great achievement as well, if we need to add some more number into that. But we are dedicated to conflict transformation and peace building in a grassroots level.
Amazing.
So how we do that is that by empowering leaders of youth from different communities to act toward the change that they would like to see in their own community. So all our programs are locally driven, and we do have different innovative tools. Primarily, our main tool is a sport, and this is how the whole organization was established in 2007 by a small idea of that His Royal Highness believe in the power of sport and how sport really can bring people together. But since then, we expanded our toolbox to include different other tools such as sport, art, advocacy, dialogue, empowerment, and media for peace building.
Amazing. Wallah, mashallah.
Anjad, mashallah, and congratulations on the global rankings. We are going to once again talk about these amazing numbers. According to the prestigious global ranking platform, the .good, Generations for Peace is ranked 24 out of the 200 social good organizations in the world for 2025. First in Jordan and the Arab world, and third globally among the organizations specializing in peace building. What does this mean for the organization and for Jordan?
Thank you very much, Dana. Actually, this recognition is not only about number. It's about really a very long journey and a dedication that our volunteers and our youth was putting actually in the field since the establishment and the foundation of the organization. So it's reflect the impact of our volunteer, and it's also reflect the resilience of the community that we've been working in so far. And that all as well help us to understand that no matter what you're gonna put as an effort, you always will get a result out of it. So all our work is really dedicated to empowering the youth leaders from different communities to design, implement, monitor, and evaluate their own program. That's why we call it a locally driven.
So you're sort of putting
action.
the power in their own hands.
Exactly, because they're the one who know better what their community needs.
Yeah.
So if they are the one who understand what their community needs, why not to take an action for it? And in the same times, we're here to actually change that perception of what youth can do. Sometimes some communities believe that youth is only troublemakers, but no, they can be an agent of change, and they can really lead powerfully the change that they would like to see in their own community. So it is the validation for that type of recognition.
Yeah.
It's all about youth locally lead action that is it's done by the youth. And for us, empowerment is not only by building the capacity of those youth. It's giving them the trust they can do, and as well supporting them with a proper coaching and mentoring through that journey. So our team is dedicated to actually provide a lot of coaching and mentoring throughout the program cycle and the life of the program, to support the volunteers in the ups and downs that they might actually face. We're talking about peace building action, and this is not really an easy thing to say or to do. Yeah,
Not at all.
yeah. And sometimes people stop and ask us, what do we mean by peace building here in Jordan, as an example? It's actually start within the individual themselves, to the school, to the communities, and to the small steps that would help the youth to build the resilience for themselves and the community they're coming from.
And I like the fact that you're focusing on resilience, because it is extremely important. And I wanted to ask you, do you think that this emphasis on the youth and empowering the youth and, also nurturing them, do you think that's part of the secret behind Generation for Peace long-term global success? And are there other secrets as well?
Yeah, definitely. Youth is actually in the heart of that, for sure. And in the same time, these are young leaders who've been actually going through the hard and the challenge and the up and the down throughout their journey. So they are really dedicated to create that positive change in their own community. But in the same time, as I mentioned, they need that support from us. They need support from the community and organizations similar to Generations for Peace, who can believe in their power and their actually ability to create and be part of a positive change in their own communities. And so this is one of the recipe, let's say, but also our approach as a Generations for Peace. I mentioned that we do have really creative tool. Sport is a primary tool for us, and we all know how, if we're going to throw a ball actually in any playground, the only thing that you're going to see is people coming and running around that ball.
Running after the ball.
We were
After
just
the ball.
talking about it off air. Like even, the staff that take their kids to play, suddenly they want to jump in and play with their kids. So yeah, that sentiment is absolutely very true.
Definitely. So it's not only about the sport by its end as a result. It is actually the moment that we are creating with those sport activity. So the reflection that we can do with the youth, the reflection that we can do with the children at the end of each session about what really happened in this sport activity and the sport games. Anything or any similarity of what you faced, might you face it in your own normal life, and how you can actually learn from it for the future and what you would do. So it is like a little bit different than, for example, teaching children or youth how to play professional basketball or football, as an example. But it's really a tool or an entry point for a cohesive or inclusive action that can bring a lot of learning for the youth and the children.
So it's not necessarily just about the technical skills of it, but about building a team, building a community around that team.
So we combine practice, research, and innovation through our approach, and that is something that makes us a bit different, because we do have as well our Generations for Peace Institute, who is the research and the development arm for the organization. And through the work that we're doing with the institute, we develop curriculum, we develop policy papers, we develop research and evidence base about the work that we are doing in different countries and different communities.
And so these are the tools that you're using to empower the youth to become peace builders in the future in their communities. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Is there anything else that you would like to add to that?
Honestly, I would give a lot of credit for our team. A team that is very dedicated, is like who work days and night, honestly, to really from this place. I would like really say thank you for each one of them, because also they have a very important role for such a recognition. And the coaching and the mentoring that we are providing for the youth through our team, and the dedication that the team is actually showing is really enormous. It is not, for them, it's not a work. It's a life, it's a mission, it's a call. And that will also another, let's say, part of part of the secret for that recipe success.
All right. Well, Ms. Lama, again, 24 out of 200 social good organizations in the world, first in Jordan and the Arab world, and third globally among organizations specializing in peace building. What's next for Generations for Peace?
Oh, yeah, a lot, I have to say. But if I'm going to put that actually in three different priorities, I would say scaling our innovation. Because we've been doing a lot in the previous year. And it's time, and also in the past year, we've been doing a lot of reflection to understand as well where we are right now. The world is actually changing very fast. What we are in right now, we won't believe that we're going to be in if we're going to reflect in December last year.
Oh, 100%.
So with that fast moving context, this fast moving world, we need to be innovative in finding really creative solution for different issues that could be related to peace building. Now we are seeing a lot of digital and online harm in the space. So this is something that we're going to be focusing on. We are also seeing a lot of issues related to climate as an example. So that's also something that we've been working on a lot with UNICEF as an example. And as well, community resilience and ensuring that our communities are really understanding what do we mean by community resilience is extremely important. So how we are building that resilience within the community to cope with this fast changing actually
no easy task.
Environment is extremely important. And as well as other than innovative tools and innovative mechanism to address this fast changing let's say world, we're going to be also focusing in building our own curriculum. And let's say that based on different research that we are actually doing. So I talked about research and evidence-based approach throughout our programming, but also this is something that we're going to be focusing on. But what matters to us is stay true to our value and to our mission and the way and why we were actually founded back in 2007. We are here to actually building a community that is more resilient, that is more cohesive, and in the same time empower the youth from different communities to take those actions by themselves.
Well,
sounds amazing.
Thank you so much, Lama, for being part of our morning, and congratulations again on this global recognition. We're so glad to have this here on Rise and Shine on this 104.3 and shed some light on this wonderful, wonderful cause. To our listeners, if you want to get involved, if you want to learn some more, you can head on over to their websites, generationsforpeace.org, or you can go ahead and follow them on all the social media platforms. It's easy, it's simple, it's Generations for Peace. Any last words to anyone that's listening right now? Words of the wise before we say goodbye?
I would say that to all our youth here in Jordan and globally, you have a voice that can be heard. You can actually do miracle, but what you need is just to believe in your power and your passion, and also create that positive change that you would like to see in your community. Each one of us care about the place that we are coming from, and it is all within our hand. So we believe as well in your power. We believe in the ability of creating that positive change, and definitely we're gonna continue doing what we're doing. We have a huge responsibility now with this ranking, but I believe that hopefully we're all up to it.
Yeah, for sure, and a well-deserved ranking, if I may say so. And we here at Bliss 104.3 believe in the mission and the work that you guys are doing. Once again, that was Ms. Lama Hattab, CEO of Generations for Peace. Thank you so much for being with us and sharing some of your story with us on the show.
Thank you very much, Khalid and Dana. This is a great opportunity, and we're really pleased about that.
All right, if you have any questions for Miss Lama, we're going to have her here for just a little while longer. We'll have some coffee. That's WhatsApp 079 143 104.